Nice going. Have you worked on this for a long time?
Um, not really a long time, but a very long time.
Okay, so you felt comfortable, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked very easy for you. And at the very beginning, I thought, it was that moment, oh gosh, I hope this works. And then after the very first chord, I thought, you realized, oh, it does work. It's going to be good. And it was. So, good for you. Good sound, good listening. There are two little things I can say that'll help you. The one thing that didn't feel like perfectly comfortable to me was this darn thing with the chords. Now, this thing with the chords, I'm gonna start by pointing something else out, which will help you with the chords. Just play this bar. Or you can start here if you want, somewhere around there, because I just want to look at that. So, yeah, that's good. Let's see. Actually, a better example maybe is this. So start from around there. Good. Now, what I want to point out, and that was a good sound. Sometimes it wasn't quite as good. This is a slow bow situation, right? You've got this long D. And if you can be closer to the bridge, just change the distance from the bridge, then you'll be able to hold that sound on the D and not worry that the sound will crack or not have to get small. See? So go from here, and when you get to this, just think closer to the bridge than you're used to. So try that. Now bridge. Yeah, did that feel a little stronger?
Yeah.
At the end, you're used to getting soft. Try this from the downbeat here, and just really hold the sound, because I think it's supposed to be loud to the end. So I think it's up, right? Is it up on the first D? If you want, you can go before. Just start from the F sharp.
I think I might have played it backwards.
Oh, I see. Well, then, so this is actually up, though. Huh?
Yeah.
All right, we'll do that then from the F sharp up there. Now bridge. Yeah, right, and you don't have to, it would be fine to go on.
Yeah.
Go from here. See, now this, you don't want to be too close to the bridge here, because this is a fairly fast bow.
Okay.
And then this is like 3 times as long. So let's go from the down bow, short D. Away, away, then close. Good, good. Now, what we have that's here, and that was not hard at all, right?
Okay.
But it's a little different,
Yeah.
What we have here that's similar, you have this note, which is slower bow. The second note is slower bow than the first. All right? So that's one issue with these darn chords. Then the other issue is, how do you make the beginning of the chord not sound hard at all? So here's what I want to suggest. Get ready to play that very first chord from the beginning of the piece. And I want to make sure that you get your fingers to be really passive. So your thumb right now, your thumb is pushing up a lot. So tell your thumb to just chill out, and your finger, that's good. See? And then just move your arm. Now let go, be loose here, see? And now I'm going to draw the bow for you. Get your left hand all set to play. All right, now be loose. I'm gonna do the job for you. See, here. See? So you just make a circle with your elbow. Start with your elbow kind of low, see? And pull to the side as you start the chord. And then your fingers can kind of take it easy and trust your arm to do the job. So here is the way that feels. Now let go a sec. Just let go and let me get you used to this move. See, ready? Okay, once more. Now loose at the beginning, loose. So you don't have to stop right before you play. You want to just drop the bow onto the string without waiting. See? Try it. Yeah, that's the idea. Now, let's get your upper arm to do this circle. Let's do that without playing for a moment. So you make a circle with your elbow. See? You loose, even looser. That's right. That's right. And so, this is kind of perhaps weird, but what you're going to do is, you're going to start the down bow by pulling your elbow toward your back. See? That's the feeling you want to have. You're really aware of that. And then you do this, you do this circle thing. So try it. So now you can prepare by doing this part of the circle. See? So again, it probably feels a little unusual, but you're gonna go toward your back with your elbow, toward the ceiling, down, 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 and then the chord starts at the bottom of the circle. See? So try that. Toward your back, elbow toward your back, toward the ceiling, then that's right. And then when you started, there was no pinch, so that was good. Then you have to do this move with your wrist. Your wrist goes down. See? So the thing with your elbow, and then as you draw the bow, your wrist goes down. Give it a try. So elbow. Okay? Now, so when you start, your wrist is high. And as you pull to the side, you gradually lower your wrist. So that's the move that's going to make the chords work. Give it a shot. So back, side, elbow, wrist, high. That's right. And at the end, you were kind of scared, so you made your fingers less loose. But let me do it a couple times with you so you're going to teach your arm what this move is like. Okay? So let's do it again. Okay? So right there. Okay, now you do it, keep going. Just down with your elbow and high with your wrist. Air elbow. Let's try it. Good. Now, can you make your elbow low when you start? Low. That's right. Okay? And then, so elbow low and wrist high. So then your wrist. Try it. Now, ready? Okay, now play. Fingers curved. That's right. Right, and then the second one, now we get back to this thing we did first. The second one, once you get to the top of the second chord, you got to go closer to the bridge. Otherwise, you'll run out of sound. You see what I mean? Now, that's a different feeling, right?
Yeah.
You got to get used to it. You got to keep your fingers curved and teach your arm to do this move, teach your wrist to do that move. But that's the only thing in this where I really felt like you're walking on eggshells a little bit. And the rest of it just sounds really good. Make sense?
Yep.
All right. Now, that's thing number one, those chords at the beginning. Thing number two, I want you to see if I see where to find it. Yeah, how about starting here? Is that up or down? Curve your pinky now. Always curve your pinky.
I think it's up.
Good. That's very nice. Now, there wasn't a moment where that didn't sound good. At the same time, there was a moment when I said, that's kind of repetitive, isn't it? You know,
Yeah.
da 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 again and again and again. So it becomes your job as a performer to help the composer out and make something interesting happen. What did he write here? Did he write anything? No, not a blessed thing. So this becomes your creative moment. So you got to come up with, now let me get my pencil, because creativity is always enhanced by the use of a pencil. Now, what do you think? How are you going to deal with this? Do you want to get louder? Basically, the question is, do you want to get louder or softer? How do you want to do that?
Let's get louder.
Okay, so in order to get louder, you perhaps have to start soft. So I'm going to write less here. And then crescendo. I mean, I think it's obviously going to, get louder and louder as you go to the end of that. So that's how you do it. Now, let's see what it's like. Start from a little before so you can feel the getting less than hand. Let's maybe go from here. And remember now, here's a great opportunity to try this. Go to the bridge for the slow bow thing. In fact, since I got my pencil here, all right, bridge. Great. Right there. Now, just a second, Baker. You got to realize, you go to the bridge, right? You don't have to work harder. All you have to do is just go to the bridge and relax.
Okay.
That's all. Think of this as two-dimensional. It's not a matter of pressure, pushing down. See? You just change slightly the distance, and there's more friction, and you get what you need. Try it. Loose fingers, pinky curved. Yeah, so far, close. Close. Good. Close. Now move a little more. That's right. That's a slow bow. So, first of all, did you hear how wonderful this sounded? I mean, I don't know. I'm very excited. I hope you're pretty excited. I see lots of happy people out there because it really did sound good. And you didn't press when you went to the bridge. Then you did this thing, and it wasn't extreme, but it really it gave you room to grow, right? Now, simple idea. You start softer, you get louder. But think about it. You have to think a little bit about how you do it. Do you remember what I said as you were playing? When you were trying to get louder?
More bow.
Yeah. I mean, another simple idea. But if you just think, I'm going to get louder in the abstract, it doesn't necessarily happen. You have to know how. And the way, of course, is to move the bow. You move the bow, it sounded really good. Make sense? All right. So, that's great. And then, of course, bridge here. Now, tell me about this thing. First of all, what does it say here?
Placid.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Well, it's the same word in English, placid. Placid. There's a lake around here. Do you know what placid means?
No.
Okay, placid means serene, right? Something like that. I guess Lake Placid, I don't know why it's so serene, but that's what it's called. And so now we have this, I guess, fairly exciting thing. It's exciting because you got the chords anyway. And now we have the placid part. So, what's different besides the fact that the composer wrote placid? What's different about this section?
It's major.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's automatically going to sound different because it's major, and it helps to have the piano. I'm sorry, I'd be happy to play with you. Did you bring the piano?
No.
Well, I'm off with it. But let's go from here. And so now, what you got to do, you got to make sure you vibrate well and make everything smooth. So do the placid part. Okay? And remember, curve your pinky, keep it curved, and keep it loose. How's your thumb doing? Yeah, your thumb likes to push up a little bit, so just tell your thumb to calm down. All right, you ready? Yeah, good. So this, you see, because there isn't the energy from the bow, you need the energy from the vibrato. I mean, you make a beautiful vibrato in here. Make sure that your vibrato doesn't get kind of overly placid here. Right? Warm, wide vibrato. Good. That's better. Now, let me give you a little suggestion. I'll just tell you. Instead of shifting, instead of moving your arm, just elongate your 3. Play the E, go into the harmonic. That's right. Now, you can move a little from your wrist, but it's not a classical shift. That's right. And now we hear more slide. See?
Yeah.
Try it again. And keep the bow going. That's right. That's what the intention is. It's different, right?
Yeah.
So would you write something like, don't shift, I don't know, elongate finger, something like that? Can you write that there? Just, write something, because I think that sounds better and you don't want to forget. Yeah, stretch is a good word. And write viv at the beginning of the placid place. Because that's different. All right, let's do that section. Keep it warm. Yeah, very nice. That's really a good sound. Now look, what have we talked about that would apply here? Bridge, yeah. It's a very slow bow here. And I tell you, when you got to the end of the B, I had this feeling like, I need air. You know what I mean? So you go to the bridge, you won't have that. Alrighty, good. Let's do it again. Warm, warm, warm. Yeah, hey, Baker, listen. When you play da, 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 suddenly you get kind of busy with the left hand, and the bow arm forgets to move. So I say, you know the expression, the right hand should know what the left hand is doing? Have you ever heard that one?
No.
Okay. Well, it's advice like if you're giving alms to the poor, like with your right hand, you shouldn't pay any attention. You shouldn't be like all focused on your own. You know, oh, I'm such a good guy. I'm giving money to this poor person. You shouldn't even they say that the left hand should know what the right hand is doing. That's where it comes from, that expression. In this case, your right hand and arm shouldn't know what your left hand is doing. It just has to keep going, no matter what's going on over here. See? And then you'll get a sustained, smooth sound. So try that. Warm at the beginning and then keep drawing the bow. Good. Now elongate. Good. Now vibrate. Now go to the bridge. 2, 3. Vibrate. Good. Now, did you all notice he went right to the bridge? It's starting to get to be an instinct now, and you held the sound beautifully. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So, this is really fun, because you see that instantly you got a few more tools to make this sound great. Okay? And it really does sound good. I suppose we'll leave it at that. Anything you especially want to ask about that?
No.
You're in good shape with this? It's wonderful to hear you. Good.
I did want to add, Baker is a member of our second orchestra, the Vermont Youth Philharmonia, and he's in fifth grade?
Yeah.
He's in fifth grade. He's actually our youngest member of that orchestra, which is our number 2. And he studies with Stephanie Taylor. So next, we have David Horak.